Welcome back to another video. I'm Road Dog Aid. That's Project D, but there's something else. So we've been sitting on this for a little while. We've probably had it close on a year now, maybe. It's been parked up, tucked out away. The weather's got to it a little bit, but it won't be as big as Project D, but it could be a different thing. So let's have a look. It's just here. Let's have a look and see what the hell I am talking about. So there we have, yes, another Mark II Focus pre-facelift. Now this is only 1.8 Z-Tech, as you can see it says it on it, and like I say, the weather's gotten to it a little bit where we've had it parked up out the way. It needs a clutch, and when I was moving it earlier, this coil spring went boing and broke. Now clutch is not a problem. That'd be a great job for the students. As you can see, it's filthy. Yeah, clutch isn't a problem. Great job for the students. And as for the coil spring, well, when we put the Bilsteins on that, thank you Bilstein, by the way, amazing you were for us. When we put the Bilsteins on that Project D, we took off a set of the cheap Johns that we put on there to get D going. So Johns, I can't be honest, I think they were on Project D for 2 years, didn't have a problem with them. No noises, ride was firmer and quite nice. So yes, the Johns from D are going on this. We've got standard ST brakes to go in there. Unfortunately, we've got nothing for the rear, so it'll stay on drums for the moment. Yeah, drums. We've got cheap ST catback exhaust. That we'd have to try and modify to fit the 1.8 system because it's totally different, obviously. And the cheap eBay exhaust we've got is twin exit. Now, as you can see, that's a no exit. But guess who's still got some ST bumpers? Yep, from the donor car and from other stock that I have picked up, because I do tend to hoard things, I've got front and rear ST bumpers. Now, the rear one, luckily, is silver, but the front one is blue. Also, from last year, again, from Project D along there, we had different side skirts on. So these ones we bought cheap, and we had to cut them about there to fit the arches, because this body kit is meant to run with the body kit or the side skirts, not the both. Well, we wanted both. So we cut them, shaped them, Brian painted them, good old Brian, and they're on. So we got the side skirts and the body kit. Bit of a one-off touch for the students, that. So we've still got a pair of full-length side skirts for this, 5-door ones as well. So we're now looking at ST front bumper, ST rear bumper, ST side skirts, and guess, of course, who has also got an ST silver roof spoiler. Yeah, we have. So we've got all them bits, so we can make it look a little bit like an ST. We're not trying to build an ST copy, but what are we trying to build? So we'll have the big brakes on it. We'll have the ST bodywork on it. Maybe the ST exhaust on it. So what else can we do with it? Well, what if we strip it out, build another cage for it, get a pair of buckets in there, pair of harnesses. It's only a 1.8, but we'll make it as light as we can and have a 1.8 track car. I like that idea. I'm sure the students will like that idea. We will have a word with Matt. This Matt. Magical Matt, he is. And we'll see if we can get a one-off bespoke type of rear wing made up for it. If not, if we go for a wild rear wing, which, you know me, that's the way I'm thinking. If we go for a wild rear wing, then D, there, D might get the wild wing, and this wing, sorry, that wing, may go on there. Lots of plans, lots of thoughts, my vision's going mad, things to do with the students, and they're going to love it. So, yeah, this is not going to be an expensive project like D was. Like D was. Still is, actually. But it's going to be, maybe it's going to be what D was originally meant to be, a budget car. Yeah, D was meant to be a budget car, but yeah, it didn't quite happen. So with this, I think with this car, I think we're going to turn it into a track car. Just even though 1.8. If we make it light enough, the brakes are going to be good. Now, brakes on a track car, power, you'd rather have good brakes than power, because that way you can go slam into a corner quicker and brake harder. I would rather have good brakes and mediocre power than a lot of power and standard brakes. I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me. So this car will be featuring on this YouTube a bit more when we start doing it. Obviously, students are back in September, so that's when we'll be starting on it. It's got a flat battery at the moment, and like I say, it needs a clutch, which is a great job for the students. But in there, it's all standard. So what we will do is we will strip this. We will absolutely gut the inside of it. We'll chip away all the sound deadening as well, because believe it or not, that actually weighs quite a bit. If I can get some Perspex windows for it, I might look at it. A bit more money though, but we'll see. But the main thing is make it light. Power to weight ratio is what counts. Under the bonnet's a bit grim at the moment. Yeah, nothing special under there at all. Like I say, very, very grim and dirty under there. But I see potential. And the way our students are now thinking as well, they'll see potential in it all. And I'm sure they'll be really, really happy and engaged at the fact that this will be a track car. Obviously, we can go a bit mad. We can put some graphics on it. We can make a design for it as well. I know it's just basic bland silver. Ta-da. But we can do something with that. Like I said, the vision is there. I can't remember if I said in this video, because I've been waffling or not, we've even got a set of AirTech wide arches for it. Now these are similar, not the same, but similar to this sort of style on D, but we've got a set of 4. Now, we did buy them from AirTech for D, over there, but they're pre-facelift ones. And if you look here, that line is angled. Now on D, that line is straight. So it would have took quite a bit of work to get those arches on D, which is why we ended up with the ABS Motorsport body kit, which is on D, the British Touring Car one. But I've still got these arches, and they will fit this. They are made for this car. So why not? Why not? Let's do it. Let's go. Track car, wide arches, wing. We'll make some aero up for the front. We'll put the cheap coilovers on it because they're better than nothing. We've even got the standard ST anti-roll bars because Coord Sport very kindly helped us out with some white line anti-roll bars, which are on D. So we've got standard ST roll bars, front and rear, that we can put on this. Now, if you've watched this far, most of you probably won't. What do we call this? That's Project D. What are we calling this? What project are we calling this? Are we calling it Project Track Car? Or what? Any sensible suggestions for a project name, I'll consider. And I'll be happy to go with it and happy to let somebody in the comments name this car. So feel free to put in the comments what you think we should call this car, because it will be another project. Not as expensive as D, but it's going to be another project. So let's see how this one, let's see how this evolves. Yeah. It's good for our new intake of students to be getting right involved with another car, stripping it down and working on it and making it better, improving it. So it's going to be great for them, because some of them obviously have missed out on the amazing work that we did to Project D. But this one here can be just as good but different. We've also still got, don't forget, we have still got this little one over here. We haven't forgotten about that. But this one, I've got a lot of parts for this. We've got a lot of parts for this already in stock. So, bits that come off of D. So we can do a lot of work to this without spending anything. Only thing I have to pay for at the moment is a clutch, which I'm sure I can get at a good price. So we'll get a clutch for it. We'll put bonnet pins in it as well. We're going to give it track car, race car look. I know D's a race car look. Look at that, lovely car. D's a race car look. Well, this is going to be a race car look as well. I think I am going to hit Matt up and decide on a wing, whether the wing will go on D, like I said, D, and then D's wing will go on this, or whether, well, no, if I'm going to design a wing and Matt's going to make it real, it's going to be a wild one. It's going to be a better one. So it will probably end up on D. There. And D's wing will end up on there. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm just waffling now. But another project for the Academy. So watch this space. I will be doing build videos on this one. Maybe updates, let you know what we've done and all that. But it's going to be light. That's the main thing. Because we're only a 1.8, we're going to try and make it light. Don't ever rule out an engine swap on it. I don't think I'd go for another ST engine, but if ever a 2-litre Focus came up, then yeah, I'd more than willingly, with the students, drop the 2-litre engine in there. And if we did that, it would have to go on ITBs, individual throttle bodies, because then it'd have a bark that would be awesome. So everything else I've got is turboed, so I'm probably not going to turbo it. But that 2-litre ITBs could be good. So, like I say, watch this space, watch this car. Let's see what magic our students at Rally Sport Engineering Academy can work on this and make it as good and as well known as that. Thanks for watching me waffle on in this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you got this far, don't forget, we're going to need a name for it. We're going to need a name for it. Sensible one. Thanks for watching. See you soon.